Hello, my name is Gabsy, and today I'll be looking at some of my favourite secrets in Undertale. Firstly, during the Shiren fight, you can win as a pacifist by encouraging her singing, and this will allow you to spare her. But, did you know, if you continue to encourage her, you'll be able to experience a concert, with many interactions that occur via text, such as the crowd tossing clothing, and Sans selling tickets made out of toilet paper, which is very on brand. At the end of Undertale, you can walk into a cliff face and find a room. The room just has a sleeping dog in it, but if you were to click on the dog, it will prompt you into the decision to fight the dog, which you don't say yes to. But if you were to, the text will read, "Can't find the dog. Seems like the fabric that the dog is sleeping on has too many holes in it. Seems like the dog needs to patch the fabric. Then you can fight the dog. Maybe." In only the Switch version of Undertale, there's an exclusive boss fight. The reason for this is that the boss fight uses both Joy-Cons to control each half of your heart. I thought this was a cool little addition. It was a fun challenge, and had a bunch of funny interactions. You start the fight by interacting with a Mew Mew doll, which is hinted as to being stolen from Alphys. Sorry, liberated. However, it turns out it is possessed by the Mad Dummy, who is still angry after the last fight. In a hidden path of the waterfall region, you will encounter Temmie Village, where you will meet cat-like creatures called the Temmies, who you can interact with in their interesting way of speaking. In the village is also the Tem Shop, which is the only place you can sell items from your inventory. If you save up enough money, you can purchase the Tem Armor, which is the best armor in the game. The funds of which go to help send the local shop Tem to go to college. Aww. In the Hotland area, you can find the art room, and if you go into the art room on October 10th between 8 PM and 8:59, you can encounter a fight with a kangaroo-like creature called So Sorry. He is a slightly unique character, as he's able to use both green and blue attacks, an attribute only seen with Avscore. He is a rather clumsy character, and accidentally creates creatures called Doodlebugs. When starting up the game, you are prompted to give the player character a name. However, some people may not know that there are some secret interactions in the game if you put certain names in. If you put nothing, the game will tell you to choose a name. If you put in Alphys, she will say,
Don't do that!
If you put in Flowey, he will say,
I already chose that name!
Sans will simply put,
Nope.
and so on. If you say Papyrus, because Papyrus is too long for the text box, Papyrus will say,
I'll allow it.
The name Frisk will prompt the game to say, Warning, this name will make your life hell. Proceed anyway. Which, if you select, makes you enter hard mode. Did you know that you can skip a whole boss fight with a donut? During your fight with Muffet in the Hotlands, Chiro will reprimand you for not spending any money for helping the spiders. But look at them, wouldn't you help them? They're so cute! Anyhow, if you consume a spider donut purchased at the bake sale earlier in the ruins, Muffet will receive a telegram from the spiders at the sale, and then you will be let go as you are now a friend of the spiders. And who wouldn't want that?
Next is my favourite secret,
which is one which I found during my first playthrough. During the waterfall room, you can use the bridge seeds to create a path over the water. There you'll find a room that contains a singular echo flower and a bench. If you look underneath the bench, the player will find an abandoned quiche, which is a reference to an experience that Toby Fox had himself. This is documented on Twitter of him finding a whole quiche underneath a bench. Thus, this unlikely experience made it into the game. He alluded that he also wanted to make it so that the quiche could skip a whole boss fight. However, this was scrapped and is now just a simple healing item. However, this could have possibly inspired the spider donut. Or Toby Fox just likes his food item skipping boss fights. Of course you can't have a Secrets of Undertale video without mentioning W.D. Gaster, the eerie inhabitant of room 269. Who can be summoned by the mysterious fun value, which is randomly assigned at each playthrough. The only way to change his value is to restart the save or by altering the game's code itself. Gaster's backstory is largely unknown, however, but we do believe that he was the former royal scientist and suffered an accident which brought him to where he is now. The resemblance to fan favourite characters Sans and Papyrus, as well as Sans using an ability known as Gaster Blasters, lead many to believe that there's a relation between these characters. If your fun value is between 2 and 39, you can find the Wrong Number song. It is a phone call that you will receive at the Snowdon River person's dock. The person asks, "Can I speak to a G?" before cutting themselves off and starting to sing the song. It is theorised that the caller is looking for Gaster, but no one really knows as the fun value is too low to meet him. That concludes my favourite secrets in Undertale. Thank you for watching!